Kyetu Catalyst, a spark to ignite change.
Do you know what rock bottom feels like? It feels like free falling backwards. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, losing your balance and tumbling into the abyss. It's not a slow descent, it's an uncontrollable plummet into darkness. Have you ever curled yourself up in a ball in your bed, crying so hard and desperately that you thought you might die of sorrow? The road to rock bottom is paved with grieving of a life you thought you had, but realize you don't. It's the realization that the path you thought was set has vanished, leaving you lost and disoriented. Rock bottom is that moment when you feel so devastated that you repeat over and over hysterically, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's when you completely freeze, yet you're still falling. It might even feel like being waterboarded with a cloth over your face, buckets of water being dumped on you, and you can't breathe. You're gasping for air, drowning in the most horrific way imaginable. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, this is not my life. This is not my life. Over and over again? Have you ever felt so devoid of purpose that even if you once had a clear and well-defined purpose, it suddenly vanishes? Nothing makes sense anymore. Everything feels pointless. It's when you're so overwhelmed, so saturated like a sponge that you can't take another drop, that you can't make a single decision. You've drawn from resources you no longer have, and it feels like there's no point in trying anymore. You've lost the ability to feel capable. The first step to overcoming rock bottom is acknowledging and accepting your emotions, and it's okay to feel lost, desperate, and overwhelmed. And if you can, talk to someone you trust. Sharing your struggles can lighten the load and provide some new perspective. And keep it small steps. Focus on small, manageable steps rather than the entire journey. It's just too much. Celebrate each little victory along the way. And I know everyone talks about self-care, but this is one time when it's extraordinarily important. You really have to prioritize it. You have to eat well, get enough sleep, and engage in activities that bring you joy, even if they seem insignificant. And honestly, consider getting some help from a therapist or a counselor. They can offer guidance and strategies to navigate through your toughest times. So at this time, if any of this is resonating with you and you've ever had a rock bottom moment or you're going through one right now, it's time to grab your journals and let's do an exercise. Write down a moment where you felt at rock bottom, or maybe you are right now. Describe how it feels. Write what thoughts are running through your mind or have run through your mind, and what are the physical sensations you experience? How did it feel in your body, in your mind, in your being? And if you've overcome a rock bottom, because many of us will have more than one in our lives, think about a time where you've overcome one, and what difficult challenge, what hurdle did you climb over? And think about your strengths and the resilience that you displayed. Hopefully this will be an exercise to help you see that your capacity, that you have the capability and the capacity to endure and overcome a low point. Remember, hitting rock bottom, it's not the end. It's just a moment in your journey, and it's a chance to rebuild, redefine, and rediscover your purpose. You are stronger than you think, and this is just one chapter in your story. So embrace it, learn from it, and use it as a foundation to rise again. Thank you for joining us on today's Kyetu Catalyst. Please share our podcast with family, friends, and in your social networks. And you just might be someone else's spark to ignite change. Stay strong, stay hopeful, and remember, even at rock bottom, there is a way up.
Kyetu, who do you think you are?